Usually, when I start dating somebody, I don't give them my real name right away. I was dating this one guy. 3 weeks into us seeing each other, he was like, "Yo, I still live at my mom's house, but since you got your own apartment, if we live together and I move in, we can save some money." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, true that." I mean, I love a man who want to come and take charge financially. So I was like, okay. So he packed up and moved in. After he moved in, like 2 days later, the rent was due. So I told him, I said, "Yo, today is the fourth. The rent is due tomorrow. After tomorrow is the late fee." He was like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Aren't you gonna give me the rent money so I can pay the rent?" He was like, "You mean the whole rent?" I said, "Yeah, the whole rent." He was like, I thought we were gonna do 50-50." I was like, "Nah, you the breadwinner, you the provider, you the head. Why should I have a whole man in the house and then I be paying rent? I can pay the utilities, but I ain't paying the rent. You got to pay the rent." He was like, "Hold on, hold on. I only been here a couple of days. I ain't finna pay the whole rent." I was like, "All right, okay, never mind. I'll be back." He was like, "Okay, be back. Where you going?" I was like, "I gotta run a couple of errands." Got in my car and left. The whole day, the whole night went by. He didn't hear from me. He calling me. I just pretty much didn't answer his call. What I did was I called a rental office and I told him, I said, "Hey, I've been out of town. I'm somewhere in Jamaica on vacation, and a friend and a neighbor told me that somebody is in my apartment, and I know I didn't leave anybody in my apartment. I don't know who that person may be. I don't even know how they got in. Can you guys go and check if this is true?" They was like, "Okay, okay." They went over there. They opened the door. They asked him questions. They said, "What you doing in this property? Do you know the person that stayed here?" He was like, "Yeah, my girlfriend stayed here. She allowed me to move in." They like, "Who your girlfriend?" He called her name I gave him, and they was like, "We don't have anybody of that name that stay in this property." And then he gave the name again plus the last name I gave him. Was like, "Nah, we don't have anybody that live here that go by that name. Sorry, sir, but you are trespassing. You're gonna have to leave." He was like, "What?" He tried to put up some force. They called the cops, authorities. They got him out of there and they got him banned off the property. They told him he was banned off the property. If he were to ever come back, he would be arrested for trespassing and he'll do some jail time. And then he started texting all this stuff, cussing me out. I never responded. I just came back and took over my apartment like nothing happened.